What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And the main topic of today's video is that Liverpool and Bayern Munich have agreed a transfer fee for Sadio Mane, which will be in total £35 million. The base fee, according to Paul Joyce, is a guaranteed £27.5 million and £5 million another add-ons on appearances, based on appearances, and another £2.6 million based on individual and team achievements. So the total package is worth €41 million, that's £35.1 million, and I think it's an absolute bargain for Bayern Munich. Liverpool should have had at least 50 million for Sadio Mane. I know he's 30 years old, I know he wants to leave, I know he is only like 1 year left on his contract, but still Sadio Mane is a 20 goal a season guaranteed goal scorer and still a brilliant player, and he could still play another 4 or 5 years at his peak, or maybe close to his peak. Yes, he's probably going down, but actually in the second half of the season, Luis Diaz and Sadio Mane, and especially Sadio Mane, was Liverpool's best attacker. So next season Liverpool will be a little bit weaker without Sadio Mane. Darwin Núñez is a brilliant signing, don't get me wrong, but he's new to the Premier League, new to Liverpool. He's only 22 years old, coming in with a huge price tag. You can't expect him to hit the ground running and to score 20 goals in his first season. But yeah, maybe he will score that, but maybe he won't, we don't know that. But let me know, what is your reaction to the Sadio Mane to Bayern Munich transfer story? I think Fabrizio Romano said that Sadio Mane is going to do his medical on Tuesday, and after that there will be an official announcement from Bayern Munich and from Liverpool as well. Liverpool didn't really want to get rid of Mane, but when Mane asked for £400,000 per week, Liverpool said, hold on a second, we can't give that contract to Mane and then give 450k weekly wages to Mo Salah, because then the whole Liverpool squad will blow up and demand higher wages, and Liverpool just cannot afford that. We are paying one of the highest wage bills in world football, and Liverpool can't really go that much higher. Fabrizio Romano also shared that Sadio Mane will be in Germany on Tuesday in order to undergo medical tests and sign his 3-year contract as a new Bayern player. First part of paperwork's already completed between Liverpool and Bayern Munich. So I think bringing in Darwin Núñez, who scored 34 goals last season, who is 22 years old, he will only earn close to what Sadio Mane's wages are right now at Liverpool, so £140,000 per week. And I don't really have any problem with Mane going to Bayern Munich, because he is entitled to seek a new challenge, and he's entitled to get a last big paycheck, because he served Liverpool immaculately. Very professional player, very humble guy, and he gave Liverpool 6 years of brilliant service, scoring 120 goals. And yesterday I watched some compilations on Twitter of all of Sadio Mane's goals, and also the Mane, Salah, Firmino trio, which gave Liverpool so much success. Remember, Sadio Mane won every single trophy there is to win at Liverpool, so he completed the set. He completed it, mate, basically, like the meme goes. 6 trophies in 6 years. You can't really have a lot of complaints about Sadio Mane's era at Liverpool. And also Bayern Munich director Hasan Salihamidzic confirmed after meeting in England that yes, Sadio Mane is coming to Bayern Munich. That also paves the way for Lewandowski to go to Barcelona. That is the most likely destination for Lewandowski, and it will be actually very interesting how Mane will fit in at Bayern Munich. Will they play him as a striker or as a false 9 or on the wing, and maybe they will play somebody else as a striker? But I think Mane is Lewandowski's straight replacement. And now I think it's even more important to extend the contracts of Bobby Firmino and Mo Salah. We can't afford to lose the traditional front three in the space of 1 year. Mane is going to Bayern this year, and if next year Salah and Firmino leaves, that will leave a big gap, maybe too much of a gap up front at Liverpool. Can you expect for Liverpool to sign another 2 amazing players, hugely talented players who can become world class in the next 2 or 3 years? I'm not sure, because Liverpool will prioritize a midfield signing. We might have to sign Jude Bellingham for another 80 million next summer, and then we won't really have any money left to sign a Mo Salah replacement, a Bobby Firmino replacement. That's just my thoughts and feelings. And Sadio Mane in total played 269 games for Liverpool, scoring 120 goals in 6 seasons and getting 38 assists, which is absolutely brilliant. And also his favorite opponent was actually Crystal Palace. He scored 10 goals against them, but he scored 7 goals against Manchester City and Arsenal and 6 goals against Chelsea. So the top 4 Mane's favorite opponents when it comes to the number of goals that he scored, 3 of them are against top 6 teams. 3 of them are top 6 sides. So for Mane to score 7 goals against Man City and Arsenal each and 6 goals against Chelsea is really remarkable, and it just shows that Sadio Mane is a big game player, and he scored 90 goals in the Premier League, 24 goals in the Champions League, 2 goals in the European Super Cup, 4 goals in the FA Cup, and also he's like the 23rd in the Premier League all-time goal scoring chart. So I think he leaves Liverpool as a Premier League legend and as a Liverpool legend. Sadio Mane is now 14th in Liverpool's top scoring chart, and it's a shame that he leaves now because he could have broken maybe into the top 10 if he would have stayed. But what is also amazing is that when it comes to scoring European goals, Mane is 3rd in Liverpool's top all-time European goal scorers charts with 26 goals in 58 appearances, which is pretty amazing. Salah is 2nd with 34 goals, and Steven Gerrard is 1st with 41 goals. I hope that Salah surpasses Steven Gerrard next season, because that means he will score at least 8 goals in the Champions League. Paddy Kenny also described the Liverpool signing Darwin Núñez as an unbelievable signing. They don't spend a lot of money, he said, apart from an Anderson and Van Dijk, but they were essentially freebies because of selling Coutinho. So this is the first big one where you think they have struck their hand in their pocket. The other ones were done because of the Coutinho deal. I think it's a great signing, I have to say, and I think Liverpool more than earned enough money from qualifying for 3 Champions League finals in 5 years, winning one of them, winning the Premier League, and also getting more lucrative sponsorship deals. Liverpool have money to spend, and the Darwin Núñez signing proved that. And the journalist from Africa, Ibukun Aluko, actually riled up quite a few Liverpool fans by saying this about Sadio Mane. Liverpool fans never treated Mane like a legend, never allowed him to celebrate his Africa Cup of Nations win, always the easy target whenever the team isn't playing well. I'm happy Sadio Mane is finally going to a club where he will be truly loved. My man deserves to be celebrated. What an absolute load of rubbish, mate. What are you talking about? Liverpool fans are worshipping Mane, and they think that Mane is the absolute best and he is the legend of the club. And Mane didn't want the Africa Cup of Nations celebration because out of respect for Mo Salah. How can you say that Liverpool never allowed Mane to celebrate his Africa Cup of Nations win? Liverpool allowed Mane to stay on in Senegal for the Africa Cup of Nations celebrations for a few days. They didn't rush him back. They let him take his time and stay in Africa and celebrate the Africa Cup of Nations in his country. What an absolute load of rubbish that you are talking about. You don't know what you are talking about, mate. And Liverpool fans have sang about Mane so many times, and we appreciate him so much. So this guy is just not living among Liverpool fans. He doesn't know what he talks about. And it looks like former Liverpool striker Taiwo Awoniyi could end up back in the Premier League. Remember that Liverpool sold him to Union Berlin for £6 million, I think, and he was a big success in the Bundesliga. I've watched a lot of Bundesliga highlights last season, and Taiwo Awoniyi scored more than 10 goals for Union Berlin. He was their top scorer, I think. And Florian Plettenberg, a German journalist, is reporting that Taiwo Awoniyi is keen to leave Union Berlin in the summer. He wants to join a club in the Premier League. Nottingham Forest is highly interested. Talks took place for a move to Nottingham. He can use a release clause of around 20 million euros, which is around like 17 million pounds. And Liverpool could earn a substantial windfall from that, because Liverpool have a 10% sell-on clause inserted into Taiwo Avoni's contract, which means that we could earn around 1.7 million pounds if Avoni went to Nottingham Forest for 17 million. And just in the Bundesliga alone, Avoni registered 17 goal contributions in 31 league games, which is pretty amazing for a 24-year-old striker. But his overall numbers are even more impressive, because if you add up all his goals across all competitions, he hit the 20 goal mark. He scored 15 goals in the Bundesliga, 2 goals in the Conference League, another goal in the German Cup, and 2 goals in the Conference League qualifiers. So 20 goals and 5 assists in 43 games is a pretty impressive. He's 24 years old, and I really hope that Nottingham Forest sign him, because there he will play regularly and we can see him back in the Premier League. And the Mirror newspaper is reporting that Liverpool remain interested in Dortmund's 18-year-old young superstar Jude Bellingham, but it is more likely that Liverpool will reignite their interest next summer, because this summer any move is unlikely to happen. Liverpool don't really have another 80 to 100 million pounds to spend, and also Dortmund don't really want to lose 2 of their superstars in the same transfer window. And Liverpool have confirmed their full pre-season schedule with another 3 matches confirmed. So in total, Liverpool will play 5 games in pre-season. Liverpool will face RB Leipzig and Strasbourg in pre-season fixtures. So Liverpool will travel to Germany to play Leipzig in July the 21st at the Red Bull Arena in Leipzig. And also we will play at Anfield against Strasbourg on July the 31st. That will be our last friendly game, I think. So we will play Man United on July the 12th, then Crystal Palace on July the 15th, and then we play Leipzig on July the 21st. 1 week later we play Manchester City in the Community Shield final, and then 1 day later we play Strasbourg, but we will probably play our second team in that fixture. And then of course we start away at Fulham. The Premier League fixtures have been announced. The Liverpool get a pretty decent draw, even though starting against the newly promoted side away from home is not ideal. Brentford, for example, beat Arsenal in the first game of the season last season, but Liverpool play Crystal Palace at home next, and then the big one, Man United at Old Trafford on August the 20th. And I think that's good that we play Man United early, because Man United won't have a settled side. They will still be doing transfers, and also Liverpool for the first month will have 1 game per week, so it's ideal that we can prepare for 1 week against the Man United game, and we are just much further in our club development than Man United. Then we play Bournemouth at Anfield, another newly promoted side, and then Newcastle. So the first 5 fixtures, actually 3 of them are at home, and apart from the Man United game, every team is like a mid-table or smaller newly promoted side. And then of course in September we will start the Champions League campaign, and we will play Everton, Wolves, Chelsea, Brighton, Arsenal, Man City. Our Christmas fixtures are also not too bad. We play Aston Villa on Boxing Day, then Leicester, then Brentford. So that's not too bad. And actually, thankfully, the Premier League won't have 4 fixtures during the Christmas period, which was absolutely bonkers. And Fabrizio Romano also confirmed that Divock Origi will fly to Milano next week in order to undergo medical tests and sign the contract as a new AC Milan player, which is pretty amazing for Divock Origi, and I wish him all the success at AC Milan. I'm a little bit sad that we sold Origi. I think we should have kept him, but I understand why, because he probably wanted to play regularly, and his contract was up at the end of the season. So Divock Origi will be probably a regular starter for AC Milan, and I'm really looking forward to watching him in an AC Milan shirt, and hopefully he can win some trophies. The Italian Cup and the Serie A are winnable for AC Milan. I don't think they are contenders for the Champions League, but they should qualify from the group with a better squad. Last season they finished in 4th place. And that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.